Alright guys, so it has officially been exactly 1 year since we first started this YouTube channel. Obviously we've grown a lot, which I have to thank all you guys for, because without that it wouldn't be all that fun to keep going without some sort of growth, even though I do this as a hobby for the time being. But obviously we've changed our content along the way. Now we're doing shoes, and I figured what better time than now to do what is pretty much every sneaker YouTuber's most popular video, which is their sneaker collection. I'm sure you guys are somewhat curious if you have been keeping up to date with the YouTube videos on this channel as to what I actually keep and what I sell. I did do a review of pretty much every sneaker within my possession, but I don't still have all of them. So this is basically going to be my favorites from everything I've amassed. This is the biggest sneaker collection I've ever had, and my sneaker collection has gone through so many iterations in the past, but for now this is what I'm working with, and obviously it's going to keep growing, but for now January is a slow month, so I don't anticipate any big changes anytime soon. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Alright, so we're going to start off with a banger. This shoe is the one that started all for a lot of people. Arguably the shoe that started hype shoes in general and kind of made them prevalent. These are the Jordan 1 in the Chicago Lost and Found colorway. Obviously, the shoe speaks for itself. It's got that lost and found theme. If you guys don't know the story behind it, basically these were found in a mom and pop shop back in the back drawer or whatever, and they've been sitting there for many years, and they've amassed this kind of discoloration on the black parts, that dusty star looking appearance that you see on older Jordan 1s, and I think they nailed this collab. A lot of people wanted just a regular retro 85 iteration of the Chicago, but I think this shoe is very good the way it is. I think honestly that people had a solid chance of getting these for retail, even though a lot of people are going to get triggered at that in the comments down below. But yeah, let's move on to the next shoe. Alright, so sticking with the Jordan 1 theme, this is a shoe that was probably the most underrated Jordan 1 of 2022. It's gotta be just because of the color blocking. These are the Jordan 1 taxis. As you can see, I actually put some wears into these. I haven't worn them a lot lately, but when I first got them, they were like pretty much the only shoe I had because my collection diminished into nothingness before I started making shoe videos again. But once I started, I got these off of StockX. I actually paid resale for these, which is not usual, especially for a shoe that's really easy to get, but I think I just slept through the release and I just didn't end up copying, but that's alright. These are a nice pair anyway, and there's nothing really not to like unless you specifically don't like the color yellow. It's not one of my favorite Jordan 1s because I think there are better ones out there, but I think it is a clean colorway that you just can't really go wrong with. Next up, we got my latest pickup and my latest addition to the collection. These are the Jordan 1 Starfishes. Again, another one that is just super underrated. I think these are nicer than the taxis in terms of like the actual colorway. The materials on these is literally buttery smooth, so that is definitely a plus. And I just think that the shade of orange used is such a rich color that like it really pops. The comfort on these is much higher than most Jordan 1s as well because of that inner sock liner, which is like a fluffy material. And yeah, overall really cool shoe. Hit these for retail as well off the Sneakers app. And yeah, I'm probably going to keep these for quite some time. Next up, we have a Grail of mine. These are actually my only fake shoes that I still have in my collection. I've had a few in the past. I've never actually worn them out and about. I've just had them to like mess with them, I guess. These are the Off-White UNCs in a fake iteration, but these are a very good fake. If you want to see my video for real versus fake on the Off-White UNCs, definitely check that out. Still a clean shoe. I might actually just beat these. We'll see. They seem pretty comfortable because they're very lightweight. I think they're lighter than like a regular Jordan 1. But yeah, clean shoe. It is fake, unfortunately. One day maybe I'll get the real pair. But overall, all the real pairs that are in circulation right now are probably beat as heck. And we don't even know if they're actually real or not, with GOAT and StockX being suspicious and all that. So I'm probably just going to stick with these. And yeah, these are my only known pair of fake shoes, unless I got sent a fake somewhere else down the line. But with that being said, let's jump to the next shoe. Boom! We got the commemorate Jordan 4s. I've gone through so many phases on this shoe. In the beginning when I copped them, I wasn't really feeling them, but I was just excited to have copped one of the most coveted shoes of the year, for sure. These rank number 2 on my list, and when I look at them, they don't look that good, but then when I throw them on feet, that's when the magic happens. This is one of those shoes where you kind of have to throw them on feet to really understand the appeal of them. And you also have to see them in hand. But materials are buttery smooth. This is my only pair of Jordan 4s. I'm personally not even really a 4 guy. I prefer to stay away from shoes that are known to be super uncomfortable, but I had to make an exception. I hit these on the commemorate website, and I can't really complain, even though they are probably a half size too small, because I went true to size when I should have gone up a half size. What can you do? Alright, so this is a shoe that I'm literally in love with. Ever since I first saw it, I thought it was super cool, and then I ended up getting it as a present, which was nice. So this is pretty much the epitome of what a collaboration should be, in my opinion. These are the Joe Fresh Goods New Balance 990 V3s, and as you can tell, like the quality, the colorway, the materials used, and just like overall, this is literally an insane shoe. I just am partial to this like blue, brown, and green colorway. I think it just looks so clean. But overall, the comfort too is crazy. The only problem is these are a 10.5. My true size is a size 10, but we'll make it work. You can see even the insole has crazy details. These will probably never leave my collection, partly because I probably wouldn't even be able to get a good price for them, but also because I just wear them a lot. This is probably like my second most worn shoe in my collection. And the other thing is too, these are like indestructible for some reason. Like they show literally no signs of wear. They look brand new even though I've worn them so many times already. But yeah, insane shoe right here. Maybe my favorite in my collection. Not even kidding. So unfortunately, those are my only New Balances. I hope to get more in the future. But now we're going to move on to some Yeezys. I only have a few, and they're all like the same model. You'll see what I mean in a sec. These are the Yeezy 350 V2 in the mono colorway. These were also one of my first shoes in this iteration of the collection, and these are just clean. Like, I can literally wear these with anything, even though they say you shouldn't wear Adidas shoes with Nike like outfits or whatever. I'll wear these with any Nike outfit. I don't even care, because these are just basically a black Yeezy that don't go for that much money, so I don't care about like dirtying them up. And as you can tell, these things are like beat. These are really beat. Like, I've been wearing these non-stop since like 3 months ago, and I love them to this day. Most comfortable shoe I own. They're more comfortable than 40s. They're on par with the Ultra Roofs. And yeah, this is another one that will never leave my collection. I have a few more pairs of monos, and that concludes my Yeezys. These are the mono clay colorway. I've always really liked the clay colorway of the original Yeezy 350, like not the mono version. These are really clean. I've worn them like once. They seemed really tight for some reason, especially on this right shoe, but I'll probably be able to break them in. They're also hard to wear, but I do like this color, so that makes up for it. This is another pair that I'll just keep here because I like the way it looks, and no one ever has these, which I like. Same with like the New Balances as well. I like unique shoes like this that no one really has, and they're really cheap. They're like $170 on Go, so pretty good pickup right here. Alright, my last pair of monos, we got the Mono Mists. I'm thinking about selling these because I don't really see myself getting that much wear out of them, because it's a weird color, and the Moniers are kind of like the same color but just a much nicer shoe. So these will probably be gone soon enough. I didn't even wear them yet, but another cool mono shoe that is going to be comfortable no matter what, but probably won't get much wear from me. Alright, so I saved this one for last on purpose because this is the craziest one I have. I don't like it the best, but it is the most expensive shoe I own, and I've had this shoe so many times. It is my first ever Nike hype shoe, I believe. I did have an Adidas one before, which was the Frozen Yellows, which unfortunately I was never able to get back. But these are the Off-White Air Max 90s. The story behind how I got these is absolutely insane. There was basically a glitch on GOAT where I sold my Off-White Prestos, and I ended up getting doubly paid for them, one in credit and one in cash. So I snagged these off the GOAT app for like $4.50, which was free for me. And these are actually really clean. Like, this is a used pair. It's my only pair of used shoes, but it looks like decently well taken care of. I mean, at this point I've already worn it like a decent amount. But if you really need compliments on a shoe and you're like a guy who wants attention, there's nothing better than Off-White now that Virgil is dead. And these will never leave my collection just because I've had them literally like 10 times probably and just sold them every time. They were the sneaker that started it all, and also they're my only Off-White, and on top of that they literally got me back into shoes because I was just so hyped to get them for free. So with that being said, that is pretty much my sneaker collection. There probably won't be another one of these videos for a while because like the year is over and there's nothing really happening right now. But if you guys do want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave it a like, give it a comment, and we'll see what happens. Let me know what your favorite shoe is down below because I would love to hear it out of my collection, of course. And then you can also leave what your favorite shoe is from your collection. If you watch the video to the end, comment New Balance in the comments down below because New Balances are so underrated. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all later.